Hi again, cuties!
Dooby 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 doo. Dooby 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 Sophie Vlogs.
First up are apologies for the fact that my brain has left the building right now because I've been at Sheffield Tramlines Festival all weekend, which has been really, really good, but I'm very sleep deprived and I had an x-ray this morning. I'm fine, but it means I got up and my brain's gone. I'm gonna have a nap just as soon as I finish this video, but I thought if I nap before doing the video's not gonna happen because I'm just gonna sleep through it. So this is a little less with it than usual, which, yeah, This is gonna be a sort of mid-year book haul type thing, and by that I mean mostly it's just all of the books that I've hauled since my last book haul. I don't remember when that was, so... Okay, first up are books that I bought that I have already read. So, we have Bridget Jones' Diary. I got this second hand. I read it while I was on holiday in Rome. I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. It's Bridget Jones. That's why I took it on holiday with me, because I knew it was just going to be a fun, light-hearted read. And it really was. It was everything I liked about the film. And it was different enough that I was like, ooh, this is different. But that was enjoyable. If you like the film, read the book. Also, a holiday reading was The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton. This is one of those books that was released this year, which I knew everyone was like raving about. So I saw it secondhand, and I thought, I'll get that. And I did really enjoy it, actually. Bearing in mind I was in Rome, there was a lot to see and do, but I did find my mind wandering to the book and pondering on the book, which is a good sign, really. I would find it difficult to sum up really what the book's about, because essentially it's set in the 1600s in Amsterdam, and our woman is given like a miniature doll's house, which apparently used to be used to teach women, like, I don't know, like household budgeting was what I got from it, but I could be wrong. And but the miniaturist, she contacts the miniaturist to furnish the thing, and she sends her things that are like, there's like a weird, is she predicting the future? Is she like, what's happening kind of thing going on? And I have to say, having finished it, I'm still not entirely sure. It was really good, and I really enjoyed it. And I still have questions, which I think is a good thing, because, you know, like I don't feel, it hasn't impacted negatively on my reading of it, the fact that I still have questions. I just do. Next up is Just Kids by Patti Smith. I have one Patti Smith album, which is Horses, and I really like it. I like her music. I don't feel like I'm massively familiar with her music because I do only know the one album, but I do really like that one album. And I knew she was a writer, hadn't ever really thought to get any of her books, and I had a conversation with a family friend who is one of life's inspiring people. You know, they're just people who, they're like utterly fabulous, as generally. And then every time you see them, you just have these conversations and you walk away and you're like, I feel really inspired about art and music and books, and you're just like filled with like, ooh, interesting things. And I did that with, yes. By which I mean, I met up with said family friend recently, had lots of interesting conversations. We talked about music, got onto the subject of Patti Smith, and she was like, you really should read some of her books, they're amazing. So this has been the one that's been on my to-read list forever, so I bought it, and I'm gonna read it, and I'm interested to see what it's like, to be honest, because her music has like a sort of poetic quality to it, but when I hear poetic quality, I automatically think of like lyrical lyrics and, I don't know, like flowing type things, where it's more like spoken word poetry type poetry feeling to it, you know, when she doesn't always sing the words, sometimes she's speaking the words, and I don't know if this is making any sense, but from what I know of her music, I'm very intrigued to see how she writes. So, and obviously this is all about her and her life as well, which I know nothing about other than the fact that she's interesting, I gather. So I'm really looking forward to this, to see what it's like. That's that. Okay. Also second-hand, I got Why Be Happy When You Can Be Normal by Jeanette Winterson. As previously mentioned on this channel, I am a Winterson fan. Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit is just one of those books that really gets to me. Like, just love it so much. Just want to recommend it to, like, the world. So, I know that is, you know, loosely based on her life, but it is very much a work of fiction, whereas this is more actually autobiographical, I think. It, like, as the back says, this book is that story's silent twin. So, bearing in mind how much I love that book, I am very interested to read this and just get the other side, I think, and see what that's like. Because, I don't know, my last couple of Jeanette Wintersons have been slightly hit and miss. I think I peaked really soon, because I did Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit, Sexing the Cherry, and The Passion, which are my three favourite of her books, and I did them. They were my first three that I read, so I was just like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then other ones I've read I haven't loved as much. They've still been good, but stuff like Written on the Body, it wasn't my cup of tea. It was fine, it was just, didn't, like, get to me. And so I'm interested to read this. Slightly different, not entirely fiction, see what it's like. As you are all probably very sick of hearing about if you follow me on multiple social media channels, it was my birthday this weekend. And I got books. Oh, shit. One book has not arrived in the post yet, but I have got Love in the Time of Global Warming. Is that it? I've forgotten the name. Shit. I'll put an annotation if that's wrong. It's the one that's like a retelling of the Odyssey sort of thing. Leah recommended it to me a while ago because I think she read it and she knows that I like Greek mythology stuff. But that is a birthday present that's arriving soon in the post for me, but it's not here yet. So that's cool. I'm excited. From one of my lovely friends, I got a Buffy the Vampire Slayer book collection. I actually used to have a gigantic collection of Buffy books. I had quite a lot, and I gave them away. So number one, it's quite nice to have some of them again, because I did get rid of pretty much all of them. This is a collection which has Coyote Moon, Night of the Living Rerun, and Portal Through Time. I've read Coyote Moon for definite. I don't think I've read the other two, so that's really exciting, and even if I have, I'd be happy to reread them and own them again. So that's really nice. I'm going to dip back into the world of Buffy soon, which is really good. Another birthday present is Cinder, which I know is the first of the Lunar Chronicles, which I gather this is retelling of Cinderella, but she's like a cyborg type thing in like some cool future world? I don't know. I just think it sounds really cool. I'm a sucker for fairy tale stuff. I love fairy tale retellings so much. They get me. And I really like sci-fi, cyborgy robot stuff anyway. So I think I'm gonna love this, to be honest. Providing it's executed well, which I think it is because I feel like I've heard good things. I'm really excited for this book. So yeah, that's exciting. We have now reached the segment of the video where I have to own up to the fact that these next books I have classed as birthday presents, but I bought them for myself. I was only supposed to buy one of them, but as so often happens, I didn't. The book that I have just finished is All the Bright Things by Jennifer Niven, which was so good, really, really good. A bit emotional, which meant that when I was finishing it while I was waiting for my x-ray, that was mildly like... I always do this. I'm always reading like really emotional books in public during the emotional moment, and I'm sat there like, God damn it, Sophie, keep it together. So that that was like a test of my willpower. But in it, the two characters, they quote Virginia Woolf back and forth to each other. There's a specific quote. I don't have the quote. The book's over there. I can't really be bothered to Google because my camera's about to die. But suffice to say, there is this quote that the characters say back and forth to each other. Something to do with flowing like gold or something. I'll put it in the description below because it's nice. But they quote Virginia Woolf back and forth to each other, and the book, The Waves, by her, becomes like a recurring point in the book. And I did really enjoy all the bright places, and it was really... just really enjoyed reading it. Which sounds really lame, but it just did. So I bought The Waves by Virginia Woolf because, having read some of the little snippety excerpts from it, I really want to read the actual thing and see what it's like. So I'm going to. And then this leads me to the two books which I definitely did not need to buy. But I did. First off, I bought Landline by Rainbow Rowell because, as we know if we watch my book videos, I really love Rainbow Rowell books. They get to me. And also, I saw this online recently, because I've always meant to read more of her books, because why would I not? Because they're fabulous. But I was online and I saw this cover of this book, and I was like, that is so cute. And I just had like an overwhelming need to own the book. So then when I was in Waterstones to buy The Waves, because I was like, The Waves, this is a book in my soul I know I need to read. So then I saw this, and I was like, I need it again. Because I thought it was like a sign, you know. It's my birthday, kind of, technically, still July, still counts. It's the cover that I literally was saying the other day how much I want because of how pretty it is. And it's here, and it was just meant to be. So I got it. Because it's so cute, I cannot take it. But that left me with a conundrum, because it's buy one get one half price. And of the buy one get one half price options, there was not another book that was one that I had previously thought, that's a book I want to get and read. Which meant I had to pick one of the ones without any prior knowledge. So, I went for Night Owls by Jen Bennett, #1, because I like the cover. This is cute. I like glitter, but I also really like gold. Gold is one of my favourite colours. So like this I'm feeling, and also you touch it and it feels really nice, and it's all smudgy and cool. And then, it was okay, I won't lie. The reason I went for this one is because of this thing on the back. Crap, he was definitely checking me out. What should I do? As to Beatrix, this was the night bus, not a journey song. Two strangers were not on a midnight train going anywhere. I found it funny. So I thought this might be one of those sort of light-hearted but good books that is like really enjoyable to read, and yeah. So I just went for it, to be honest. I do this all the time. I get in Waterstones and I lose all self-control, and I'm like, I need everything. So yes, those are all of the books that I have come to own recently. Have you recently gone into a bookshop with the intention of not buying a book and come out with like 5 books? And if so, what were they? Tell me, I'd like to know. And I won't judge you. You know that for definite. So it'll be beautiful. Also, if you have read any of these books and have thoughts and opinions on any of these books, please do let me know, because I would also be interested to hear that. I hope you're having a very good day. My day is about to improve because I'm about to have a nap. And hopefully, like, my brain will return afterwards and I'll be back and ready for work tomorrow. So, all of the best to you. Oh, I feel like I'm signing off an email. Best wishes, Sophie. No.